Coming up today on Studio 13 Live.
Your life will always matter more to me than my own.
A new trailer for the next Mission Impossible movie. How Tom Cruise's stunts just keep getting better and better.
Then Soul Liquor Lounge is showing us how to make their tropical drinks from their monthly Tiki bar night.
And Skalka is cooking up unique breakfast dishes, including their signature Georgian cheese bread.
Studio 13 Live starts right now.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today.
Hi, our dancing just gets weirder, and I'm here for it.
It's a Thursday.
Yeah, it's a Thursday, baby. Friday Junior, however you like to say it, but we're happy you're here. I'm Mireya Garcia.
I'm Carly Henderson. And hey, we will not be sitting right here tomorrow because we are taking our show on the road to Gig Harbor, baby.
Yes, we can really get to know some people in Gig Harbor, and we are so excited. And the people there should be so proud because everyone has just been so kind and welcoming. We did a few little visits ahead, and it's been great.
Yes, I'm so excited to go. Here's where we're going to be. We are going to Tides Tavern, which is a must if you're in Gig Harbor, Heritage Distilling, Gig Harbor Brewing, Frills, Kettlefish, Scansey Park, Harbor Wild Watch, and so much more. I can't wait.
That was a long list.
Yeah.
We're going to be busy while we're having fun.
Are.
Yeah, so be sure you join us tomorrow for Studio 13 Live from Gig Harbor at 11 a.m. Brian Macmillan joining us as well. We know how much you love him, so it's going to be fun. Yeah. All right, so we have learned more about what happened with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle yesterday. So, of course, we told you that yesterday that it was reported that they were followed by paparazzi for 2 hours in what was called near catastrophic car chases. They quickly brought up memories, from 1997 when Harry's mom, Princess Diana, was, of course, killed in a car chase in Paris. Now, the couple was worried the incident almost caused multiple crashes and could have hurt people walking in the area. Meanwhile, the New York City Police Department confirming that something did happen, but said that it was relatively short, though nobody was hurt, no crashes, no further investigations were needed, according to the NYPD. But we will say that the mayor of New York condemning the incident, calling it dangerous and saying that he understands that the media may want to get photos, but that certainly safety of both the people involved and the pedestrians who are just kind of walking around, that should be the top priority.
Absolutely. I mean, it definitely seems like the narrative is changing a little bit. Even this morning, I saw a New York Times headline say, like, Harry and Meghan say they were chased by paparazzi in New York a little bit. But in general, I mean, I feel like if someone talks about something traumatizing that happens to them, as a rule of thumb, I'm going to believe them. I'm going to believe what they say. And like you said it perfectly yesterday, where you said they are especially sensitive to this topic, given what happened to Harry's mom. He lost his mom because of something like this. So I mean, just, there might be like multiple ways of telling the story, but I still feel like this was a menacing and like disturbing incident that happened to them. And so that doesn't change the fact that paparazzi should not be very aggressive.
No, and I think it's undeniable that the language used in the statement release from Harry's camp, that was meant to elicit some strong feelings. I mean, there have been many media professionals on social media talking about how the fact that it was written the way it was meant to elicit big feelings. But the reality is that based on some video that's been released, from our friends TMZ, it does appear that at least the moment that we are seeing felt very aggressive. You heard security ask the paparazzi to step away multiple times, and they, would say they would. They'd step back momentarily, then go back. It all felt a bit menacing to me based on the video that I saw.
Absolutely. A new trailer for the next Mission Impossible movie has been released.
Tonight, the world's coming after you. His fate is written. Shall we write yours too?
If anything happens to them, there's no place that I won't go to kill you. That is written.
Once again, we'll see Tom Cruise pull off some incredible stunts, like, casually driving a motorcycle off a cliff or taking part in a knife fight on top of a speeding train. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 hits theaters July 12th. I mean, it never gets old seeing Tom Cruise try to defy death as his character, right?
No,
This is
no.
the 7th movie.
That is wild. And I will tell you, I like an action movie. It's not my favorite, but anytime I watch a Mission Impossible movie, I do have a good time.
Yeah, I feel like fans in general, too, are very happy with how the franchise does it.
Yeah, I think so. Well, he's going to keep doing it, y'all. Hey, actor and Seattle native Rainn Wilson is hosting a new docuseries. It's on Peacock, and it's called The Geography of Bliss. Check this out.
Sometimes it's all grassroots. If you can't find the community, then you make the community. So that's kind of what we've been trying to do.
I love that. If you can't find a community, make a community.
Yeah.
You're a very wise piñata maker.
Aww.
You can find wisdom in so many things. Now, in this series, Wilson travels the world to find some of the happiest and the unhappiest places on Earth. This is, of course, airing to coincide with Mental Health Awareness Month, and all 5 episodes are out now on Peacock. I love this. I mean, I think that we're always trying to find out what it is that makes people happy. So it's always an interesting dive.
It is. This would be like my dream show to host.
Yeah?
It's so positive, and I feel like it helps people live so much better. And even just from like watching the trailer of it, I feel like Rainn Wilson is just like an unexpected, perfect person to host this series. And I mean, like you said, it's true. I mean, in America, it's strange how unhappy so many of us are, considering our standard of living. Like, it's so much better than so much of the rest of the world. So I think we have a lot we can learn from this. I'm excited. Ahead of the new Indiana Jones movie being released next month, you'll soon be able to watch the past films on Disney+. From Raiders of the Lost Ark all the way to the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, you can watch all of Indy's adventures starting May 31st. And this is all part to get people excited for the 5th film, The Dial of Destiny, which will be Harrison Ford's final film as Indiana Jones.
So interesting. I heard that they're going to be using, AI. We're always talking about it, but
Every
to
day.
de-age him, in this film. So we'll see how it looks.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
All right. Hey, LA Lakers super fan really getting into the playoffs here. So he had his barber shave LeBron James's whole face onto the back of his head. I have to take a closer look here. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
You know what? That's kind of art, isn't it? But the beard, I can't. Oh no, it's like just a chunk of his hair. All right, so it goes all the way to the bottom of his hairline. People are torn, some saying that they love it, others saying that it is just too much. Regardless, hopefully, it's a good look.
I mean, that barber is really talented to do that. It's kind of wild to have it looks like you're looking at the back of his head, but there's a face looking at you, but it's not his face.
I know.
Wow.
I think the one thing we
dedication.
learned is that the barber is very good.
Yeah, I agree. That is the takeaway from this story. All right, now to a feel-good story out of Pennsylvania. So a veteran completed the Pittsburgh Marathon less than a year and a half after his leg was amputated at the knee, if you can believe that. So Kevin Bender, he's a retired Army Sergeant Major, crossed the finish line with his surgeon by his side. He was injured on duty by a burn pit, and for all 26.2 miles, he said his fellow soldiers were on his mind. What a beautiful story. Oh my goodness.
That just really warms my heart, and I think it is a testament to what we can overcome.
Oh my God, anyone can do anything. Also, we have no excuse to not exercise. Like, that is incredible.
For the record, I
Wow.
have run a marathon, but it was a terrible time. And I had no excuse. I was fine. I just didn't have a lot of fun.
You know what I respect about you? You don't talk about running a marathon that often, where I feel like if you run one, you want to tell everybody all the time. Like, now that you say it, I remember it, but you don't, you never talk about
Well,
it.
it's because I did so bad. It took me 6 hours.
But who cares? It's really impressive. I can't even run 2 miles.
You could, if something was chasing you.
Maybe, yeah, exactly.
Hey, the hashtag parents charging rent has more than 60 billion views on TikTok, and it's a story that's gotten a lot of traction. It's about specifically a 19-year-old in Texas. So after graduating from high school, she got a full-time job, and she was still living with her parents at home, and her parents gave her 2 options here, okay? So you pay $200 a month and you buy your own groceries, or you pay us $300 a month and they get the groceries. So a lot of people do seem to agree with the parents, but some of them are saying that charging your kid rent could put a big strain on the relationship. And this is a toughie for me because I generally want to say that you shouldn't charge your children rent, but I think it could also be a really good way to like teach a life lesson.
Definitely got to learn that accountability and responsibility. I mean, I think whether it's like paying rent or cleaning the house or contributing to groceries and contributing to the household in some way, you've got to do something. Otherwise, you're just like coddling them and setting them up to live with you forever. Which that, I mean, if you want that's cool. You're making it really comfortable for them. But, you know, my partner and I during the pandemic, we went back and stayed with my mom and my stepdad for a little while, and we contributed to it. And we had no problem doing that. We were happy because I don't expect anyone else to like bankroll my experience. You know what I mean? Maybe if I was like 17 when I was like a teenager living with them, but like as a grown adult, I mean,
I think you're right. I think the particulars matter, right? Like how old are you? You have a full-time job. It is important to learn how to keep yourself afloat once you do eventually leave the nest, you know?
Yeah. There's a lot of talk right now about how long concerts should be and are going to be in the future. Things might be a change in. Taylor Swift and Beyonce are both giving fans long shows, performing more than 36 songs each show. So fans are starting to expect the same thing from other artists. And are fans starting to set the bar too high? How long of a concert do we like going to?
Well, I don't know. I always felt early on super let down at the end of a concert because I seem to remember them being like maybe 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours. And I lived in a small town growing up, so if I was going to a concert, it involved a 2.5-hour drive, parking, hotel. So a 2-hour show for like, tickets weren't quite as expensive a few years back, but you know, still a couple $100s. It was a little bit of a bummer to me.
I could see that because that's a big investment with the time for you. For me, it depends on how long I'm going to have to stand for, right? If it's a concert and there's a seat where I could maybe pop down in between or for a slower song or something like that, make them as long as you want. I think it's super fun going to them. But like, I would say in the last 5+ years, I have started even skipping opening acts that I don't know because I'm like, that is just so long on your feet. Unless you're just wearing the most comfortable sneakers, that's a long time to just stand up. I also really like sitting and laying down. So
I know.
I don't know, but I'm here for Taylor Swift's 3+ hour concert that we are going to get to see later this year. That is one I am happy to stand for.
I mean, those don't come that often.
Yeah, it's got to be your favorite artist, I think.
I think so, you're right. Still ahead, Jody and Bender are joining us next to discuss some celebrity headlines,
including Selena Gomez's new projects. We'll be right back.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening.
So we're just about 2 months away from Taylor Swift's Eras Tour coming to Lumen Field.
Luckily, we got our tickets. We would not trade them for anything. But one woman apparently did just that. So we're bringing in Jody and Bender from Mornings on 95.7 The Jet to explain. Hi, friends.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good. Tell us about this.
So you would not trade. So before I even tell you what she traded the tickets for, there's absolutely nothing on God's green earth that you would trade the tickets for.
I mean, if I was offered a very high price and I could buy tickets in a different city, I would consider it. But that would be the only thing. I'm not going to the concert.
I mean, I think I would take a house that is all my own in Seattle for the tickets. You know, little things.
Right. Okay. So you're looking at big ticket material items. This is then not even going to measure up. There's a woman in New Orleans who gave her tickets to the owner of a pizza place who offered up pizza for a year so that he and his wife could go to the Houston Taylor Swift Eras tour stop.
I remember hearing about this story that this pizza restaurant was offering that. It's nice to hear that it worked.
Yeah.
So would you do it? No? Yes?
No,
not even
not
close?
for pizza for a year.
Wow.
I don't need to eat pizza that often, and I will think every day about how happy I am that I saw Taylor Swift.
That's true. Same.
I think you're asking the wrong people, Bender, also. I mean, you're talking about very serious Swifties in the room.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Including you, Jody. I mean, you were there opening night.
Yes, and also I think that the open-endedness of pizza for a year also feels like something I don't want to go with. Too much gray area there.
Like
Like
every
after 4
day,
months.
once a week, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you, Mireya. And after 4 months of you going in there every week and ordering pizza for all your friends, they're going to start being sick of seeing your face. And they're not going to want to do that for a year. It's just a bad deal. Eras tour all the way.
So Mireya, the only way you're going with it is if somebody gives you a house.
Yeah, it's got to be 4 bedrooms, 2 or 3 baths. I'm not picky.
Oh, maybe a pool? Okay, I got
Or a
it.
pool, that's not for me.
Hot tub.
You know, not
All right.
picky. Hey, let's talk about Selena Gomez. I hear she's got a new project soon.
Yeah, do you guys ever watch the series that she had on HBO Max, Selena and Chef?
Yep.
Yeah.
It won a Daytime Emmy. It's gone for 4 seasons. People really enjoy it, and they enjoy it so much that the Food Network is inviting Selena Gomez to come and do 2 shows, 2 different shows. The first one is going to air probably later this year, and it's going to be focused on holiday cooking, which everyone loves. And then the next one is going to be in 2024, and she's going to travel sort of like diners and drive-in style and go to different people's restaurants, meet chefs, enjoy food, and various travels and stuff.
Huh, that
I love
second
that.
one surprises me, though. I feel like I see her
Like
more
that.
like in the kitchen, being really adorable, but I'm excited to see either one.
Yeah, maybe she'll be in different places too, because since she's from Texas, maybe she'll be checking out all the good Texas spots, a little Whataburger, a
Yeah.
little action like that. So that's cool. I would watch
And
either of
if
those.
Selena, plus Selena has season 3 of Only Murders in the Building coming up in August.
August
Can't
8th.
get enough
busy.
Selena Gomez.
I'm
There
not
you
gonna
go.
lie, I'm a little bit jealous when this is the second story we've talked about today where celebrities get these like dream hosting travel jobs. That's just like always been my dream. So I am a little bit envious, but I'm really excited for her and Rainn Wilson,
You've
who we
got
talked
me,
about earlier.
Carly,
Yeah.
dream.
That's true.
Carly, you hosted a show from the fair, right? Didn't I see you at the spring
Yes.
fair?
And tomorrow
Yeah.
we're going to Gig Harbor too.
Very exciting.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
And I'm
stoked about
sure
that.
that Fox 13 will give you an hour of broadcast time sometime during a 7-day week. You can go do that show on
Yes. You can just try all the vegan burgers in Seattle.
Yeah, and we'll put
That's
some
right.
sauces on them too. So
That's
that
right.
takes us to our next topic. We need you guys to weigh in on this conversation we had this morning about sauces.
Okay.
So we asked viewers about their favorite sauces, and
Sauces.
mayonnaise won.
Yeah, so what do you think? I like ranch, but then there's barbecue, hot sauce. I personally do not consider mayonnaise a sauce.
your own. Mayonnaise isn't a sauce, it's a condiment.
Condiment.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
so
a
what do you
sauce.
like? Carly disagrees.
It's a sauce. If you're like, what
Sauce?
sauce do you put on your burger? Ketchup, mayonnaise,
Ketchup.
mustard.
Ketchup. But that's like ketchup isn't a sauce, it's a
yeah, I
condiment.
call it a condiment.
Sauce
know-
would be like tomato sauce,
Yeah.
like spaghetti sauce, right?
I think a sauce is more watery.
I think we
Barbecue
need to be
sauce?
more specific
Yeah.
about what items we're putting sauces on,
Right.
and then we can properly answer this question.
Well,
right.
are we not going to even tackle the fact that the listeners or viewers, sorry,
Yes.
chose mayonnaise with all of the sauce options? You're talking about pomodoro sauce, barbecue sauce, hollandaise sauce, a demi-glace, a vodka sauce, which is
You're getting
Wow.
fancy, Jody.
We need to have you with a cooking show, Jody.
I
Come
think
on.
so.
And out of all those options, more than one person said,
Mayonnaise.
I like mayonnaise.
They
don't wanna
chose
get
it with
too
their whole
crazy.
chest.
How boring.
No,
I
no,
don't
we're good.
Wasabi sauce or vodka sauce.
Oh.
My God, you
That'll
guys.
clear out the
Vodka, a
sinuses.
vodka sauce.
Oh, that's a
Vodka
good
sauce
sauce.
doesn't taste like vodka. It tastes like a.
Oh, I would
It's
think
just
that'd be
tomato
an
and
obvious
cream.
one for you.
You can also add vodka if you
It's
want
so
to.
good.
Fender thinks when I say vodka sauce, it's just me drinking a martini.
You're getting
It's
sauce
not
on
just
vodka?
It's
Yeah.
just Jody coming up with a reason to drink. That's all.
vodka sauce.
You do you, Jody. This is why we love you.
Right.
Oh, this has been so great. Jody and Bender, thank you so much. And don't forget,
guys.
bye. You can catch up with Jody and Bender weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. on 95.7 The Jet and laugh just as much as we laugh right here. Still ahead on Studio 13 Live, we are taking you on board the Holland America cruise ship and into the kitchen with their fleet executive chef.
Yes, we are learning how to make some of their dishes inspired by the Alaskan cruise season. We'll be right back.
I wanna see you.
When you go on a cruise, there are 3 things that make a trip memorable: the views, the entertainment, and of course, the food.
I like that. Those are
Yeah.
good 3 things. All right,
Yeah.
well, today we're taking you on board Holland America cruise ship to learn how to make some Alaskan cod and a ratatouille dish with fleet executive chef Sinu Pillai. Take a look. Welcome to Emerald Eats, and it is a special one today. We are aboard Holland America's Noordam cruise ship.
Yes, and today is all about the food. So we are joined by Fleet Executive Chef Sinu. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey ladies, how are you today?
Good. Thanks for hanging with us and bringing us aboard.
Welcome on board. And you know what? Let's have some beautiful fresh Alaskan black cod today.
Yum.
So we're going to cook the Alaskan cod with some red pepper hummus, some tomato concuss, some white wine reduction as well.
Wonderful.
And what are the steps for that?
The steps is initially, to start with, we really need to do is to marinate the fish.
Okay.
So who can help me to cut some lemons?
I'll cut some lemons for you.
Please, and if you could help me
Just in
put
half?
it here. Yes, please.
Yeah.
And
I will marinate.
that's
Okay.
right. That's brilliant.
So I just squeeze it
Just
over.
squeeze
Okay.
it over, some salt and pepper, a touch of olive oil there. So then we could leave it there.
This is a nice smooth knife.
Oh,
let me tell you.
absolutely
It's
brilliant.
very fancy.
Better than the knives I have, that is for sure.
Okay, and now some salt and pepper, you said,
That's right.
Okay,
And we will leave it there.
Do you marinate things at your house?
You know,
You're doing just such a great job. That's why I ask.
I feel very fancy. I buy a lot of my food and depend on talented people like Chef here.
I would have never known.
So the good thing is the pans are hot. So
Wonderful.
then to make the tomato concuss, basically we start with get some nice fresh tomatoes. You got to slit them up and then slightly shock it.
Oh,
So when you
How do you
shock
shock a tomato?
Oh, it's very easy. You just take the electrical outlets and just get it. And then you just take hot boiling water, salt it, then get some ice water on the side. Just 2 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds, and take it off. Then you can peel the skin off.
Amazing.
But then don't throw the skin as well. You could impress your friends by frying it up, dehydrate, and fry it up,
God.
and you could use it like a garnish.
I might
Very
try a little
fun.
bite of that.
It's beautiful.
Oh, is it good? It's like a tomato chip.
Oh, that's very cool.
I didn't know you were also the comedian on this. You know?
Double duty.
So at Holland America Land, we are truly proud of fresh ingredients, sustainability, and we are the only cruise ship in the industry which has an RFM certification. We work very closely with ASMI, the Alaska Seafood Management Institute. So with them, we have the only cruise ship with the Responsible Fisheries Management Certificate.
Wonderful.
So let's start the tomato concuss. So touch of olive oil added there. Then we'll take a touch of garlic.
Always makes everything better.
That's right.
Smells amazing,
Yeah.
of course.
A touch of chopped shallots there. So we just want to slightly sweat it, and then the tomatoes, what you saw, we shocked it, and then we just took the seeds off as well, so you don't have the seeds. And
Does it taste better without the seeds, or?
some people don't like the seeds,
Yeah.
especially if you have kids, right? They don't like the
Oh,
seeds.
yes.
So a touch of tomato paste just to give the red color, bright red color.
I feel like the tomato paste always helps make it taste more tomatoey. You know what I mean?
I actually know what you do.
Okay.
That's right, and plus it's very important. It gives that natural color also, and to make it that bright red color. So we leave it there. It's on medium heat. In the meantime, I got some nice clarified butter here. So let's put it here to make sure we have the tender stem broccoli. It's in season again.
Oh, nice.
So this one I got it off the Pike Place Market.
Oh,
that's
just
fun.
around the corner.
Just around the corner, you're right. Again, shocked it. So
Yeah.
shocking helps the vegetable to retain the green color.
Oh,
Nice and
okay.
bright.
Nice and bright, so you could see it's vibrant, so
I'm
it's
gonna have to
there.
shock more vegetables.
Beautiful. And you guys always put in so much work, and you're feeding so many people.
That's right. And the best thing about Holland America cruise ship, when we are Alaska, we are using a lot of fresh fish, like I mentioned now, the black cod. Then we use the fresh halibut, the fresh rockfish, the fresh cod. So the beauty about Alaska is the fish is sustainably sourced,
Yeah.
so you never run out of fish. It's limited, right?
Right.
You can only fish what you're allowed to fish. So that way it's great
That's
as well.
important.
Now we do have about 1 more minute for the cooking, so we're gonna speed it up. Now, real time, this takes a lot longer, right? We have a lot of air.
Yep, yep.
That's right.
Wonderful. What's next?
So that's the red pepper hummus. We use the warm it up slightly, put the red pepper hummus on the plate. Then we will plate the thing. Then let's cook the fish, right?
Oh yeah, here we go.
1 minute. It's ready, steady, cook.
Wonderful.
Always, the beauty is to keep the skin crispy.
Yeah. Now while that's
It's like the
cooking-
ocean, right? fresh and crisp. So
That's
you
what
really
we
want to have a
want,
crispy
yeah.
skin so you can taste the ocean in there.
Beautiful. Now, I know you're working hard here, but through the magic of television,
Oh, yeah.
we are done. And we saw all the individual ingredients over there, but this is what it looks like. We're just going to put the finishing touches on it here. So what happens here?
Here we're going to put the white wine reduction.
Nice.
Fish is the star. So we make sure that the fish is beautifully seared. It's there. Touch of nice herb oil. We got some
Beautiful
basil
green
oil.
color.
That's there. And we got something for everybody in Holland America line, right? So if you're a vegetarian, not a problem.
Yeah.
We got some beautiful goat cheese tart.
Yummy. What's the sauce?
Ratatouille, caramelized onion, tomato sauce. Definitely fresh Henderson broccoli.
Yeah.
A touch of balsamic vinegar there.
Yum.
Beautiful.
Let's add some of that green oil as well.
Heck yeah.
This
looks incredible.
Thank
this
you
is a
very
work of
much.
art, no?
Look at this.
Let's try a bite of this. Hope you got a look before I destroyed it.
Yeah. And now tell us again, you do have these options available for your guests because everyone has different dietary needs.
That's right. We always have a chef purely dedicated for dietary cooking as well. So if you have any dietary requirements, we have a chef dedicated. We get the special orders, we cook to it, and then that's with.
This is so good. I love the combination of like tomato, goat cheese, little crunchy onions on it. This is fantastic.
That's
Have like a
brilliant.
good bite to it.
Yeah.
And this is where I get jealous
amazing.
because you're not sure.
You're making one for yourself. We get to enjoy the ones that are ready. This has been amazing, and I think it's one of the most fun parts of going on a cruise.
Definitely.
Is getting to enjoy the talents of people like you who are doing wonderful work.
You got a great team, definitely.
Thank you so much, Chef Sinu. This has been great.
So what's stopping? Welcome on board.
Thank you so much. We'll see ya.
Such a talented man.
I know, and funny.
Yeah.
We love to see it.
I love to see it. We've got more info on Holland America's Alaskan cruises up on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live. And coming up, Soul Liquor Lounge is joining us in studio with a look at their Tiki night drink.
I am very excited for this. The weather calls for it, you know. We're learning how to make some of their signature drinks, including Hasta Piñata and Libby's Mai Tai. Hey, stick with us.
It's time for Seattle Sips, where we highlight amazing drinks in our area.
Yes, and today we are joined by Kevin Langmack and Blake Woodhouse with Soul Liquor Lounge. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having us on.
Very happy to have you
We
here.
love the fun tiki vibes.
Yes, it's amazing. So you guys are in Capitol Hill, and this is actually your 17th year as a bar.
That is true. Originally, the bar was known as Sun Liquor. Sun Liquor then later went into the distilling operation and decided to just focus on producing alcohol. They sold the bar off to a longtime regular who wanted to keep the bar the same way it's always been.
Wow.
So it's still just been the same room for the past 17 years.
Well, that's amazing. You've been in business for so long. I hear you offer scratch cocktails, fresh squeezed juice to order. Okay, you're speaking my language. And you also have monthly tiki bar nights. Tell us about those.
First Tuesday of every month, we decorate the bar, Hawaiian shirts, just really good times.
Excellent. So we're going to make a couple of drinks today. What are we doing?
We're going to make the Libby's Mai Tai, which has been our house cocktail. It's painted on the outside window. It's the one drink I can't do anything to get rid of.
It's the drink.
Yeah.
How do we do it?
So we are going to be squeezing half of an orange and half of a lime.
Okay.
And I'm going to do the orange, but then Carly, I think you wanted to do the
Absolutely.
lime. See
Put
how
me to
this
work
works?
here.
All right. So.
Whoa!
Look at that. Wow, so much
That was
more.
very, you got to be intense. You
Yeah,
just
no
got,
kidding.
All right. So we're going to just put this here for you.
Okay.
And all you got to do is crank it on down.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa!
Wonderful.
Whoa.
I kind of like this giant
This is
juicer
fun.
thing.
Yeah, I've never used one of these before.
It's a lot of fun to use.
Yeah.
All right, so for this, we're going to be building this drink in the glass. We're going to do 2 ounces of white rum.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Now, Mai Tai is always so refreshing, and it certainly screams summertime to me. So the weather is perfect for this.
Absolutely.
Totally
And then what was the second thing you just put in there?
Orgeat, which is a almond liqueur.
Oh, yummy. Okay.
And after that, we're going to add our juice.
Okay.
Great.
Oh my gosh, the fresh squeezed juice is just everything.
And
It's so good.
we're going to do about 2 ounces of pineapple juice in there.
Okay,
Pineapple's
cool.
the one thing we can't really squeeze to order.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And
Takes a lot. So
We
you
do
can have
have the one of the complete drinks here, and you kind of see this beautiful sort of ombre tone, which I think is so pretty.
A little fade.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Amazing.
And you guys have a wide selection of cocktails. What are some of the other, popular drinks on the menu?
We're a scratch cocktail lounge, so we do a lot of old fashions, gins, martinis, Negronis. We stick to the classics.
Okay, cool.
Very, very nice.
Right, we can
okay.
give this just a little stir.
Mix it all up.
And we're
then
gonna
what are you
make it
putting on
nice
the
and
top?
pretty. This is our house-made grenadine.
Ooh,
So it's nice and viscous. It's gonna sink down to the bottom.
Look at that.
And then we're just gonna float some dark rum on top.
Cool.
And there's the color. I love it.
There we go. I was wondering how it was going to get from orange to this, and I think
And
we
then
just
we
figured
just
it
do a
out.
nice little piece of pineapple.
And a little
pour it right here for you.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I
Give
can't
it
wait
a
to
sip.
try
Tell us what you
this.
think. Love it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Summertime.
Yeah. How do you make house-made grenadine?
We use pomegranate juice. Sweeten it up a little bit. Add a little bit of orange flower water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, just casual orange flower water.
Yeah, never heard of that,
I
but it
love
sounds amazing. Fancy.
And we're making a second drink.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Blake.
I'm gonna make a hasta pinata.
Wonderful.
Sounds like a good time.
It does sound like a good time. Yeah.
Starts with a little bit of lime.
Already winning for me.
You're so fast at that squeezer.
I know.
Oh,
Was it
yeah.
Faster than I was.
Muscle
No,
memory.
it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard, but I just had never done it before, so it took me a little longer.
Some mezcal.
Ooh,
Okay.
mezcal. We've had a lot of mezcal
We do.
in the last few weeks, and I like it.
Lucky
I like
gals.
it. Yes. What do we got
A little
here?
bit of pineapple juice, and then this is our. It's a coconut cream that we infuse with jalapenos.
Oh, yes, right
And,
here. Okay.
You're the right gal for this one.
I am. Imagine that.
We took the seeds out, so it's not going to be spicy. It'll just be,
Just flavorful.
it'll have that green flavor from the.
I like that.
So jalapenos aren't spicy without the seeds?
The seeds are the spiciest bit, yeah. But don't take them out and then touch your eyes.
Okay.
I've learned that
Yeah, we
lesson
always
multiple
learn
times. It happens too much. We love a little shake. Very nice.
Shaky shake.
Beautiful. Now
at that.
I see with my little eyes that there might be some of this little spicy powder that I really love.
The tahini
Yeah,
is
tahine. Beautiful.
If you wouldn't mind.
Okay.
Dipping the side of the pineapple in there and
No,
just,
sir, I
just
would not
resting it on
mind.
the side of the glass.
Fruit and
There's a little
tahine is
slice
so
in there.
good.
Let's see. There she is. Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful.
There you go.
Nice. Well, actually, I think it's probably supposed to be that way.
Dropping
Well,
everything
that's
here.
okay.
I dropped my ring. I dropped my little cherry. I'll have to get that out.
Just a
after
little
this.
bit of the Mai Tai,
Yeah.
Carly.
You guys know I'm a lightweight.
There's the finishing touch.
Oh, did you salt bay with tahine just now?
A little bit.
I like it. All right, can I try it?
Try
Am I
it.
good? Okay.
Cheers, you two.
Cheers.
Oh my gosh, this is so me. It's so good. I love that jalapeno flavor. Oh,
So
amazing.
good.
Great job, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Yay.
And you guys are open every day, 5 p.m. Food offered until 1 a.m. for those late night folks. So tell us about the dishes on the menu.
So we do steamed dim sum. We usually have a rotating option of 9 to 11 items.
Okay.
Yeah, food's really quick, really easy. It's very nice for a late night snack.
I was not expecting you to say that. That
Yeah, I
sounds
know.
delightful.
What a great mix.
Totally. Kevin and Blake, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
This was awesome. We've got a link with more info on Soul Liquor Lounge up on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live.
I do very much recommend this drink. Tell me what it is again.
Hasta pinata.
Hasta pinata, baby.
Ooh,
I like it.
Party in a glass.
That's right. Still to come on Studio 13 Live, Montana, the first state to fully ban TikTok.
Yeah, so the details of the ban and when it goes into place coming up. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. The time has come. Montana was dramatic. Right?
That was heavy.
Montana has become the first state to ban TikTok. So Governor Greg Gianforte signed a bill yesterday into law saying that he wants to protect people's private information. TikTok, as you know, is owned by ByteDance, which is a Chinese company, and according to the measure, platforms that offer the app in Montana could be fined up to $10,000 a day for violations. Now, this ban is set to take place on June 1st, 2024. So you've still got about a year if you're out in Montana to use TikTok, but it's going away.
That's
Unless they figure it
wild.
out first.
That is wild.
I will say it is a little, as much as I love TikTok, there is a little part of my brain that's a little bit creeped out by how accurate that algorithm is.
Yeah.
I will just be thinking about something, I swear I don't even think I Google it, and it shows up in my TikTok feed. I feel like TikTok knows me better than some people in my life do.
Yeah, it is a little bit weird, but I have to say this is shocking to me only because we've seen this a lot in terms of like government phones for federal employees or state employees. I think this is the first time I'm hearing about a full-blown ban. That's pretty wild.
Right, that's signed into law. Because I remember in like late 2020 or maybe even mid 2020, this was all the talk, like, is TikTok going to get banned? And everyone who had kind of blown up on TikTok that year started telling everyone, here's my Instagram, here's these other social media platforms so you can still follow me. Everyone thought it was going to go away, and it didn't really happen. But it'll be interesting to see what'll happen next year. I feel like they'll probably just figure it out and come up with some new privacy restrictions on the app before then.
Which I'm okay with also.
Yeah, me too.
You know, we get them all, and we hate them all. But could you imagine getting more than 20 spam calls a day? I know.
Your phone would be like unusable.
Just blowing up all the time. So one woman in Florida says that this is happening to her between May 3rd and the 13th. She says she got 233 unsolicited calls, and she's planning to file a lawsuit here, especially because there is a bill that is heading to the governor's desk there that would let businesses call any customer who has visited them in the past. Of course, the FCC recommends that you do not answer calls from unknown numbers. And you know, in my time as a consumer reporter, I did a lot of stories about these, and people love to answer the call and then mess with the person on the other end, you know. But that'll only get you more calls. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, if they put you on a list, you know, the scammers will put you on a list of like this person answers the phone and you'll just get more. But certainly I go through waves. Like I was telling you the other day, I was getting all these clearly spam text messages. Yeah. And I feel like that happens for like a couple months and then it stops.
Yeah. I'll get a lot of spam text messages, and I feel like it always happens when I first open my phone in the morning, and you know, you're like a little groggy, so I have to not click on anything of my messages when I get them first thing. Yeah, it's super annoying getting spam calls. Hot tip, if you have to give a phone number for something that you're like ordering, or if you're in a store and they ask it and they like insist on getting a phone number from you, get a Google Voice number and just give them that number, because you can always, you know, not answer that or block it, or it's just like a little bit easier than them having your personal phone number.
Genius. I've never thought of doing that. I like it.
Yeah, it's great. If you like to come up with your own dipping sauces, Heinz has a surprise for you. The company's announcing a new dispenser. We're seeing it right there. It's called the Heinz Remix. It'll allow you to mix your favorite sauces together, and you'll get to pick a sauce base like ketchup or ranch, and then you'll mix it with an enhancer like jalapeno or smoky chipotle. It'll be rolled out for testing in some restaurants this year. So Mireya, which sauces would you want to mix?
I don't even have to think about it, Carly. It would be ranch and jalapeno.
Okay.
I would love that.
There you go. I knew it was going to be something a little spicy.
Spicy. What about you?
I would do ketchup and Thousand Island sauce.
What?
Yeah, because that's basically the ingredients of In-N-Out's like animal style special sauce. I was looking at many recipes. I once made a like French fry charcuterie board for my friend, and I made all these different sauces, and I made that, and that's a really, really yummy mix. I would never normally choose Thousand Island, but when it's mixed with ketchup, it's really good. Basically like mayo.
You are saying a bunch of insane things that also sound amazing. A French fry board?
Yeah.
We can't skip over that.
Yeah.
What was in that?
I got like 4 different types of frozen French fries, put them in her air fryer, and then just got like a giant presenting board, and I made like a bunch of different sauces. Like ketchup, I mixed curry powder with ketchup, so it was like a curry ketchup, which is so yummy. I made the animal style special sauce.
I love this all.
It was really good. We should make one sometime.
Yes, we should.
Yeah.
I want to be a part of that. Hey, there's this really funny cake fail that's going around social media. More in food news. Okay, so an office manager in Miami ordered a cake from a local grocery store. So it was one of those months where there's like a lot of birthdays to celebrate. So instead of putting all the names, she decided to try and make it simpler, right? She said to the bakery, just happy birthday is perfect, thank you. And they put exactly that. Just happy birthday is perfect, thank you. Oh my goodness. Apparently, good enough. She took it back to work, and people couldn't even sing happy birthday because they were just laughing way too hard. The question is, do you think they did it on purpose to be funny? Because how could you possibly think?
So, you know, we occasionally will have these stories with people misinterpreting the assignment for the cake decor, and I just love it so much every time.
I know.
Whether
it's
or not they were messing with the person or they just were genuinely confused and were following directions really well.
Well, people want weird things sometimes because at a former workplace, this is actually fabulous, but like imagine being the person who had to write this on a cake.
Yeah.
They would often get a goodbye cake if you were leaving, and it would say, I hate you, or we hate you, as a joke because you're leaving. And of course, I mean, I thought that was hilarious, but imagine being the employee having to write in cursive, we hate you on a cake.
No kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Still to come on Studio 13 Live, it's time for Emerald Eats. So Skalka's showing us how to make their unique breakfast dishes, including their Georgian cheese bread boats.
And don't forget, tomorrow we're taking Studio 13 Live on the road to Gig Harbor. We're showing you some of the most beautiful views and trying out some amazing eats. Stay with us. It is time for Emerald Eats, where we highlight some delicious food in the area.
And today we are joined by Mireya Tarasova, the owner of Skalka. Welcome.
Hi.
Thanks for coming in. So Skalka is located near the Seattle waterfront, right?
Yes.
What does the name Skalka mean?
Skalka means rolling pin. Because sometimes to make the best shaped hachapuri, you need to have rolling pin. Yeah.
Cool. And y'all are famous for your breakfast dishes. What kind of dishes are we talking?
We're talking about hachapuri. It's Georgian traditional dish that's made with just regular dough and cheese and egg yolk on top. Okay. But to make it more desirable for people, we did kind of a twist and created another fillings that we also add into the boat. So it makes a perfect breakfast because it has egg yolk. Everybody loves egg yolks, right? A cheese. Everybody loves pizza, right?
Yeah. Using breakfast pizza, which I love.
Oh yeah. It's like a breakfast pizza basically, but also we created other very filling and delicious, fillings that just makes people eat it once a day, and they can go for a walk on a waterfront, whatever, and they don't feel hungry anymore.
Oh, nice.
One dish a day.
I like it.
That's cool, yeah.
Tell us about how you started this business, though.
So we started this business in 2019. We just opened the regular bakery first, and we did croissants, these fancy, French things like macaroons and like financiers, all these things. And then one day, a Georgian lady came to us just looking for work, and she was like, why do you don't make hachapuri? And we were like, really, like seriously, let's try to make that. And we just started, developing the perfect recipe because, it's a different flour, like in Georgia and here, different like moisture and that's a lot of, small things that you need to, add into the dough to make this perfect crust outside, but it's fluffy inside. You will notice that. And we just developed the recipe. The entire team worked on that. And we also developed these fillings recipes. It's stroganoff. It's kind of, Russian twist. The chicken one, it has Georgian spices in that. And labiani, it has beans and bacon, and it's perfect for breakfast as well because who doesn't like bacon?
That's true. That is true.
Everybody loves bacon.
So what are we making today?
So we're making stroganoff, hachapuri, and I'm going to show you how to do that.
Okay.
So first you're going to need to have take this dough bowl, if you can just, it's so fluffy. Just pick it up.
It is really fluffy.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah, you should honestly.
Oh, it is.
It's so fluffy.
It's a really nice texture.
I had to feel it. Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
And by the way, we make all hachapuri from scratch. Every day we start our dough at 5:30 a.m.
Wow.
So yeah, that's how it is.
So you make traditional foods, but also modern twists. So what would be traditional and what would be modern?
Traditional, it's ajaruli, hachapuri, only cheese and egg yolk. It's traditional one. It was actually created by women that lived in Georgian city, Batumi. And they have their husbands like sailors. And every time this ship comes to the shore, they have this hachapuri that represents like a boat and sea and the sunshine.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was very easy to carry
meaningful.
it, and that's why this boat shape just, somehow just stick around. Yeah, became traditional.
So mine's not a perfect circle, but I kind of like that.
No, you're good. Now you're gonna do this and kind of close it.
Oh, okay.
Close it on one side and the other side.
There we go.
And now do like this. It's very like cool.
This is reminding me of hand noodles.
Yes, it's like a noodles, but don't go too,
Not
too
quite
far.
the same.
Not quite the same. Then you kind of do this, nose of the ship and then the back of the ship.
Okay,
Yep.
this is so cute.
Now the trickiest part is to just do this, pull it apart. That's where, when new people come to our team, it is the biggest struggle. Not to tear it off here because it's so soft. Yeah, it's so soft. It's like so gentle. It's like you're gonna be gentle. Yeah.
I feel like mine looks like an open mouth.
I mean,
a little bit.
That's fine.
But that's okay.
Yeah. And then have the spoon and just fill it with the cheese. Half of that is cheese.
Okay.
Help you a little
Is
bit.
that your part?
No.
Okay.
Go on.
Okay.
Girl.
Cheese where?
Here, just on
everywhere in
one
the middle?
side. You can one side, and the other side will be the stroganoff.
Okay.
Just put.
Yeah, you do that one.
Yeah, on this side.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and then you just spread it all over. You can
very
A little bit more.
A little
like-
more. Yes, ma'am.
Don't be greedy.
Okay. I still got to learn before I can
Join the
hang
team.
out with your team.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
Beautiful.
So
okay.
yeah, and that's it. You just put it in the oven for 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Yeah,
Oh, that's fast.
so quick.
Yeah, 8 minutes for 150 degrees, and then you put it out of the oven. You crack the egg yolk. Don't put the entire egg on that. It's not
you gotta
traditional.
separate it.
You're gonna
Yes.
separate it, and put it on top of this.
And do you
beautiful-
have one we can try?
Of course I
Yeah.
have.
Yay,
Yeah,
TV
I'm a
magic.
magician. We can do that.
TV
1, 2,
magic.
3, and we have this. You're gonna help me to decorate them because everybody loves decorations, right?
Okay.
So we're gonna have this
This looks
here.
delightful.
Yep.
And what's the best way to eat this?
So the easiest way to eat it, I know that so many people say is like, oh, you can use your own hands, like why?
Yeah.
And then you just take the crust, just rip it off.
Just rip it off.
That's
Okay, we're
like
gonna
so
do that.
aggressive. Yeah.
Do we break the egg yolk?
You break the egg yolk. You pop the egg yolk,
There we go.
and then you stir it.
Oh, look
Yes,
at you.
yes, and then you eat it.
Oh, let's give it a bite.
Let's try it.
Oh, it's delicious.
Oh, you have perfected this recipe.
Yeah, the dough, you notice that, right? Outside it's so crunchy, but inside it's soft, like
Thank
a pillow.
you so much for coming in. We've got
Yeah.
a link with more info on our website. We'll see you in Gig Harbor tomorrow.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't got